What's up, guys? Welcome to this brand new episode of the SlabStox Puck Drop. We will look at the best goaltenders in the league going into the playoffs. Who's going to make a deep playoff run? Who could win the Stanley Cup? And you might ask yourself, are goalies worth the investment? Well, we've got some surprises for you right at the end of this episode. What is going on, everyone? Greg here, your French-speaking, hockey-loving host, and welcome to another episode of the SlabStox Puck Drop, episode number 4. Many good goaltenders are going into the playoffs. We are 1 month away, and I cannot wait from the NHL playoffs. Who's going to make a deep run? Who could win the Stanley Cup? Can the Colorado Avalanche repeat? We're going to talk about all of this in this episode, but may I just remind you that the SlabStox Puck Drop is powered by SLAB Sharks, the best place to buy and consign hockey cards on eBay. Hope everyone had a good week. Let's get it started with the Boston Bruins, the best team in the NHL right now. The Boston Bruins are red hot at the moment, smashing records, and they are doing very well, and they might just be the favorite to win the Stanley Cup. They have a great first line with David Pastrnak, with Patrice Bergeron, and also with a lot of great players. Brad Marchand is part of this also first line, but this man, Linus Ullmark, has been killing it all season long for the Boston Bruins. This is very much of his breakout season, as you can say, at 29 years old. Look at his numbers right now. 33 wins, goal against average is below 2, and a save percentage of 935. Only 5 losses and 1 OT loss. A tremendous season for Linus Ullmark, establishing himself as the best goaltender in the NHL right now. Also, you can count him in probably for Stanley Cup, Connie Smythe potential, but we're very far away from that. But also for a Vezina trophy. And I think he's got that in the pocket with the season he's having right now. Linus Ullmark, goaltender for the Boston Bruins, might just be our next Vezina winner. If you look at his card market, his 2015 Future Watch on $999 just sold raw on March 5th for $135. Still cheap, but his PSA 10 Future Watch out of $999 only has a pop of 5. So very, very hard to find one of these copies all around. If you look at the design, it may remind you the same design. It's the same year as Connor McDavid. So a little, you can say that all of the other players were a bit overshadowed by Connor McDavid being such a generational player and probably the biggest player right now in the hockey card market. But Linus Ullmark might be a great play there if you can find a Future Watch, a raw copy lying around in good condition. Also, his Young Guns, very good looking card, one of the best out there in the market, just sold and is selling all around the market at about $300. As you can see, here was the last sale on eBay on March 5th, and Card Ladder establishes the value of this card at $296. So if you can find, I know his raw copies of his YG are selling around $35 in that range. So if you can find a copy, make sure you grab it, because it may well go up in the playoffs if, once again, if the Boston Bruins can make it to the final. But they are very, very well on that train right now. Second, in the West, one of the favorites in the West. I'm not saying that. These are not my pick, but a lot of experts are saying the Dallas Stars may very well go all the way into the Stanley Cup Finals and could do one. That would be one hell of a final, ladies and gentlemen. The Dallas Stars versus the Boston Bruins. Experience versus youth. And speaking about youth, Jake Oettinger, this man, if you are into hockey and watched the playoffs last year, Jake Oettinger really made a breakout performance during the playoffs for the Dallas Stars. Was very, very good. during I mean under a lot of pressure, and this season is also having a, let's say, a good season. 29 wins, 9 losses, 240 goal against average, but 920 save percentage. The Dallas Stars are trending right now. They are very good. They have a good offense, and they are winning games. So Jake Oettinger might be a very good play there in the last year. See, rate of growth 32% up, 32.7%. That included the playoffs last year. And if you see the last 6 months, so following the offseason after the Stars were eliminated, 48% decrease in his market. So it might be interesting there if Jake Oettinger can repeat his performances like last year in the playoffs, and the Dallas Stars can go all the way or make a deep playoff run. I believe Jake Oettinger could be a great play. The cup just released. Yes, that product from 2020 finally released a couple of weeks ago, and his rookie patch auto out of 249 just sold on March 13, just a few days ago, for $255, a 2-color patch. Great looking card, and one of the best rookie patch autos you can get out there for rookies. The New York Islanders are making a push right now. They're just sitting on the second wild card spot in the East, and they are still trying to hang on. The Buffalo Sabres are making a push. The Florida Panthers as well. The Ottawa Senators. So they have 3 or 4 teams right behind them, but they are still sitting in that last playoff spot. And their goaltender, Ilya Soroken, 27 years old, 23 wins this season. The Islanders were kind of slow to start this season, so that might explain his numbers there. But if you see his save percentage, 925, he saw a lot of shots this year. But Ilya Sorokin, also from the 2020 rookie class, is one of the best goaltenders out there. And the Islanders are playing a style of play, are a playoff team. They can shut down a lot of different teams, and they might be very well established to actually make a deep playoff run in the East. It's anybody's game this year. I can never say it enough. A lot of teams can make and surprise the experts, and the Islanders could, if they qualify for the playoffs, they could make a deep run. If you see his market in the past year, because of his team performances, most probably in the past year, 55% decrease. So once again, if you believe in the potential long term of a goaltender, there are no, what's interesting also with the Islanders, there are no big stars in that team, big forwards that are taking all the attention, all the media attention, both from the general media and also in the card market. So that might be interesting there if you believe in the Islanders, if you like Ilya Sorokin's potential to actually invest short and long term as well. So might be an opportunity where the market decreased a lot in the last year. His still pretty cheap 2020 Future Watch Auto PSA 10 was just sold a few days ago for $275. So might be interesting also to grab one of those just before the playoffs. Now, just on the other side of the river, you saw my jersey here, one of my favorite teams in the NHL right now, the New Jersey Devils. And people, right, I know hockey fans, hockey connoisseurs right now are probably listening to this podcast, are watching on YouTube and are saying, is he going to talk really about their goaltender? Yes, Vitek Vanecek, 27 years old, third season in the NHL, 28 wins, only 8 losses. And look at his goal against average, his numbers, 2.52, 908 save percentage. Vitek Vanecek is having a breakout season. Yes, he's not perfect, but look at his card prices. His YG Raw just sold for $5. $5, a decrease in the past 3 months of 29%. Might be interesting there. Yes, I know a lot of the attention is on Jack Hughes, Nico Hischier, Why not Dawson Mercer, one of the hottest players in the hobby right now? Dougie Hamilton, and all of these young players, even Holtz, the rookie that is not playing with the Devils right now, but with Utica. But Vitek Vanecek, let's say he's putting good performances like Jake Oettinger last year in the playoffs, and they can make a deep run like I believe they will do. I mean, this could be an interesting play for $5 right now on a raw YG. You can probably find a copy on a PSA 10 version, probably find his future watch as well. All of that to say that Vitek Vanecek's market is very, very cheap at the moment and can only grow from there, in my own humble opinion. And just a few days ago, his clear cut YG, a card that I love to actually have in my collection, $80, which is pretty cheap for such a rare card. Transparent, clear cut, it says it. One of the most sought after version of the Young Guns. So that's it for Vitek Vanecek. I know not a hobby favorite as of now, maybe not even a league favorite, but what is your risk there if you can find some very, very cheap cards of Vitek Vanecek? And if you believe, and if not this year, next year, the Devils could also make a great push and are establishing themselves as one of the best teams in the league for the years to come. They're third right now in the whole National Hockey League. So I think I made my case in point there. Not a lot of risk, might not be a lot of growth, but not a lot of risk as well. So, as I said in the beginning of the episode, Slab Sharks is actually powering SlabStox Puck Drop, and we will go take a look right now at what's going on their eBay account for this week. One of my favorite moments of the week, scrolling through Slab Sharks consignment, hockey cards, always some gems in there, and let's start it with a bang. 2019 Upper Deck Cale Makar Young Guns clear cut rookie. Yes, BGS 10. What a beauty. I would be very surprised to see what is the pop on this card. A BGS 10, very rare to come by. Right now, the bid is 4,150 Canadian dollars with just under a day to go. Might probably bid on this one as well. So a lot of, as you can see, McDavid, Ovechkin as well. But what about this Patrick Kane limited logos out of 54 color patch? The Chicago Blackhawks always have these absolute beauties of patches right there. And just under this one, look at this beauty. Probably freshly pulled because the cup was just released a few weeks ago. Alexis Lafreniere, rookie patch auto out of 99, three color. His true rookie RPA, 1,025 Canadian dollars, with once again just under 1 day to go. Three color patch, beautiful there from the letters on the jersey. So a lot of beauties, and this classic Wayne Gretzky 1979 O-Pee-Chee PSA 2. So just under $1,000 on the bid, $865. Probably it is very well centered, this version, and probably a classic. Every hockey collector wants that 1979 Gretzky O-Pee-Chee, and this Young Guns again also from Connor McDavid. As you can see, both bids on the BGS 9.5 through gem. 1850 on one of those and 1926 Canadian dollars on both these bids with just 1 day to go. All of these cards ending tonight, Thursday, on eBay for all budgets. A lot of beauties, depending on the players you love. What about this Jack Hughes 2019 Young Guns Canvas BGS 10 once again? And also one of my favorites, as you know, Cole Caulfield's rookie PSA 10. A great time to buy. I know I'm repeating myself probably in every episode, but great time to buy, as Cole Caulfield had a season-ending shoulder injury and will come back blazing next year and scoring goals with the Montreal Canadiens. So we were speaking about the New Jersey Devils. Now let's go back to New York, Manhattan, Madison Square Garden, and their sworn enemies, the New York Rangers. remember what I said at the beginning of the episode in the intro. People might be surprised when I speak about goaltenders, and do goaltenders really have room to grow in the market? We saw it a little bit with Jake Oettinger and his performances in the last year. But let's see now, serious goaltenders who won trophies, maybe Vezina trophies, Stanley Cups, have longevity in the league as well. How is that reflecting on the card market? Igor Shesterkin, Vezina Trophy winner, 27 years old, 30 wins this year again. And look at his career, 92 wins in 148 games played, a goal against average on all of his career of 2.42 and save percentage of 922. These are tremendous numbers for one of the best goaltenders in the NHL, and still very, very young. If you look at his card market in the past year, decreased of 48%, probably because a lot of expectations were put in the Rangers that they didn't meet, unfortunately. But look, now expectations are coming back, and hope as well for New York Rangers fans, investors. In the past 2 weeks, his market has corrected by going from minus 48 to minus 3. So Igor Shesterkin's market is stabilizing. He's not having the same season as last year, and all eyes are on Linus Ullmark. But if the Rangers have got their thing going on, they got it together, they have one of the best defensemen in the league in Adam Fox, if not the best defenseman in the league. We could argue about that. They also have Keandre Miller, who's having a great season. I know Aaron's going to be very happy about that. And also look at who they got at the trade deadline. They got Vladimir Tarasenko. They also got Patrick Kane, American legend, to play with Artemi Panarin back on the team. Their young rookies are doing well. So if the Rangers can finally meet the expectation, go to the Stanley Cup Finals, take the trophy, well, of course, that Igor Shesterkin market could grow from there. His 2019 Future Watch PSA 10 just sold at the beginning of March for just over $800. And that's about the value that Card Ladder gives it to this card. So you can probably go with a Young Guns, maybe a Future Watch, the Cup, who knows. If you like the New York Rangers, they've also got these awesome looking cards because of the patches and the many, many colors that they have on. So personal favorite, the New York Rangers as well. Now the Bolts, a dynasty. In the past 3 years, the Tampa Bay Lightning have won twice the Stanley Cup, also went to the finals last year to only lose to the Colorado Avalanche, the reigning Stanley Cup champion. And it's a lot thanks to this man, Andrei Vasilevskiy, 28 years old. Look at his numbers in his career. 416 games played, 259 wins, a save percentage over all of his career of 919. This year, the Tampa Bay Lightning right now are not in the best shape that we've seen in the past seasons, but a lot of injuries. Steven Stamkos was injured again. And also, they've already qualified for the playoff, even though it's not confirmed mathematically, but they're going to be there, and they will most probably face the Toronto Maple Leafs. And they know the recipe. They know how to go there. The core is the same as when they won 2 Stanley Cups. Vasilevskiy also won the Vezina Trophy. If you look at his past year, when they lost the Stanley Cup Finals, down 38% in his market, but still look at the price of his Young Guns PSA 10, $510, and just the same in the past 3 months. Expectations going up, probably hope as well, plus 18% for Andrei Vasilevskiy. So the last sale of this card, as I just said, was on March 6th. And was sold for $510. So a lot of room to grow for many young goaltenders in the league. As you see, these well-established. Vasilevskiy still young, already 2 Stanley Cups, Vezina Trophy as well. He's one of the best to do it. And imagine if he goes down in history, meeting the numbers of Marty Brodeur, Patrick Roy, and this man as well from the Minnesota Wild, Marc-Andre Fleury. This season took a little while to get his thing going as well. 21 wins, 909 save percentage, goal against average is probably a little average at the moment, but look at his wins in his whole career. 541 wins, one of the best to ever do it. He might retire as the leader in wins. Who knows? An awesome goaltender with 3 Stanley Cups under his belt. His 2003 SP Authentic Future Watch PSA 10 sold for $1,360. So when you see longevity in that market, performance, and probably records as well, Marc-Andre Fleury is a hobby favorite. A lot of people love this player, and you can see after all these years, 20 years ago, his SP Authentic was released, and look at his price now. So we can probably expect Vasilevskiy to be the same. Of course, the hobby changed a lot during all of these years, but I believe long term, slowly but surely, the goaltender market can still grow. And look at his also his Young Guns PSA 10 version last December sold for $1,740, and Card Ladder establishes the value at $1,632 overall. So a lot of room to grow once again in the goaltender market. A lot depending on the team, on the performance, where are they playing, but these are amongst the best young of course, defenseman, goaltender in the league, led by no other than Linus Ullmark from the Boston Bruins, the best goaltender in the league this season. So this is it for this week. Thank you for tuning in on the SlabStox Puck Drop, powered by SLAB Sharks. We'll see you again in 2 weeks, and we will be 2 weeks away only from the Stanley Cup playoffs. So might as well study for you guys and bring you some sleepers in the market. Thank you, and talk to you soon. Clear-cut rookie. Yes, BGS 10. What a beauty. I would be very surprised to see what is the pop on this card. A BGS 10, very rare to come by. Right now, the bid is 4,150 Canadian dollars with just under a date to go. Might probably bid on this one as well. So a lot of, as you can see, McDavid, Ovechkin as well. But what about this Patrick Kane limited logos out of 54 color patch? The Chicago Blackhawks always have these absolute beauties of patches right there. And just under this one, look at this beauty. Probably freshly pulled because the cup was just released a few weeks ago. Alexis Lafreniere, rookie patch auto out of 99, 3-color. His true rookie RPA, 1,025 Canadian dollars, with once again just under 1 day to go. 3-color patch, beautiful there from the letters on the jersey. So a lot of beauties, and this classic Wayne Gretzky 1979 O-Pee-Chee PSA 2. So just under $1,000 on the bid, $865. Probably it is very well centered, this version, and probably a classic. Every hockey collector wants that 1979 Gretzky O-Pee-Chee, and this Young Guns again also from Connor McDavid. As you can see, both bids on the BGS 9.5 through gem. 1850 on one of those and 1926 Canadian dollars on both these bids with just 1 day to go. All of these cards ending tonight, Thursday, on eBay for all budgets. A lot of beauties depending on the players you love. What about this Jack Hughes 2019 Young Guns Canvas BGS 10 once again? And also one of my favorites, as you know, Cole Caulfield's rookie PSA 10. A great time to buy. I know I'm repeating myself probably in every episode, but great time to buy, as Cole Caulfield had a season-ending shoulder injury and will come back blazing next year. and scoring goals with the Montreal Canadiens.